Blake from Whiteside County. Now, Blake, the last time you were in, you were single.
Yes.
I see you got a ring on that left hand now.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a really good time. Everything went well according to plan. Nothing went haywire or nothing. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with how everything turned out and how all the photos turned out as well.
So the young lady, how long have you known her?
Oh yeah, we go pretty far back. We started dating like my sophomore year of high school, so it's like the next February would be 10 years of us being together. So I mean, being married.
It's time
is
to get
just
married
fresh.
then.
Yeah. It's been a while, so it's been a thing. Everybody's been waiting for it, and everybody's like, when are you gonna get married?
Yeah. Well,
So,
congratulations,
yes.
high school sweetheart.
Thank
That
you.
is
Yep.
great. So we got a newsletter to talk about.
Yeah, our newsletter is going to be coming up soon. I've been getting it ready somewhat, mostly the sales stuff on it, getting that stuff ready. But hopefully, I can get some more new stuff on there and then get it released sometime here in August coming up. But yeah, if you're looking for the sales, they'll be on there. And sadly, publisher is being discontinued, so now I got to transfer all that stuff over to like a new thing like Canva. So then I have to take time to do that for the next sale. So that'll be fun.
Any of this online at all?
I mean, I could put it on the website, but usually it's just I send it out to our email list.
Okay.
So if you're interested in getting it, just ask to be on the email list. We give out some other things. I mean, it's not like we're gonna pester you with a bunch of stuff. Usually we just send things out once in a while, like the newsletter, and if there's any other things we have going on, we'll usually toss it out there.
Again, you're headquartered over there in Morrison. Now, something you've been doing here, the species of the month. What do we got
Yes.
this month?
We got the ebony jewel wing, which is scientific name Calopteryx maculata. It's basically a dragonfly, but it's classified as a damselfly. They're pretty much the same things, very similar. Usually damselflies are a lot smaller. But they're just really cool looking, because I have seen one before when I worked at the marina or at Rock Creek campground. It was flying around and I was just like, wow, that looks amazing. And it's really cool because it's got black wings and a bluish green body. It's also called the black-winged damselfly. But yeah, they're distributed all throughout like Iowa and Illinois. So they're pretty prevalent, but if you ever see one, just look at it for a second, because it's really odd but interesting. But they also feed on a bunch of smaller insects, ants, mosquitoes, flies. Mosquitoes especially, I like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't think about how like dragonflies and damselflies eat like mosquito larvae and stuff like that, which is awesome. So it's always a plus in my book. But yeah, it's also a good time to go out and look for those damselflies and dragonflies, and maybe do some research, or if you find something, use your app and take a picture of it, find out what it is.
Are they more prevalent during the spring and summer, or?
More during summer. I mean, spring it's a little hard because they're more in their larval stage, stuff like that, because with all the mosquitoes and such. So like right now during the summer is more prevalent time. But yeah, I mean, that kind of leads into our next point of kayaking. So
Okay, yeah, there you go. Do you kayak?
yeah, I do some kayaking. My family has a small cabin, so we have like 2 kayaks, and it's easy just to take it out, go on the backwaters. And going out looking at those, you'll see them flying around everywhere. I mean, they're just very prevalent. But yeah, it's always a good time to go out and kayak. Now, like during the summer, you can easily cool off. The water's right there. But yeah, going outside, enjoying the weather, looking out at wildlife. I know a couple times I've actually seen deer even while kayaking, just trotting along, which is pretty interesting. It is also when it was like flooded, so it's just like you see them trampling in the water trying to run through. But yeah, you can also find like mulberries, like if you're going in the Mississippi, in the backwaters, you can find some mulberry bushes sometimes. And feel free to take a bite or not. I mean, I know some people are just like, no, it's just straight off the branch. I'm good. But I remember doing it all the time, just grabbing one off a branch and eating it. So, but yeah, it can also be pretty fun if you try and go fishing with your kayak. I've done that multiple times, but you're kind of limited on space. I mean, depending on the kayak you use. But yeah, it's always fun to get hooked onto a fish and have it tug you along. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, I never thought about that, but I have seen people out in kayaks fishing.
Oh yeah,
Lake Malone. You'll see a couple of them out there who will do that as well.
Malone. I always thought about doing like that at like Malone and like Killdeer too. Yeah. I've always thought about doing that, but I've never gotten to it. And I've always heard some decent fishing around there, and I think maybe that should be my next goal for fishing. Try and go.
I know you live in Iowa, but you work, of course, over in Illinois. Do you do much fishing over in Illinois? Do you get a license over there yet?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't really fish over there because I kind of don't have a license because it's going to cost more as well. But like, of course, the Mississippi, I'm allowed to because that's the Mississippi.
I would think working for Whiteside County, they would just give you a fishing lake.
Yeah, no, that would be nice. But no, if I were to do that, I'd probably have to buy a license as well.
That's not going to be a perk, huh?
Yeah, no, sadly. But I could always ask the DNR. But
chirps, we're listening for chirps.
Yes, lots of chirps going on nowadays, especially in the nighttime with cicadas, crickets, katydids. Katydids basically are like a cricket or like a grasshopper. They just look a little different. But they're going to start trailing off in September, so they still got all of August to go yet. So you'll be hearing those a lot. But cicada killers are also preying on those cicadas. So, those are big, scary guys. The cicada killer wasps, they're big and scary, and I'm sure, like, as a kid, I saw them coming out of the ground all the time in my backyard, and it was like, I don't want to get stung. It's terrifying. But
it's crazy that they come up out of the ground.
Yeah, it is pretty odd because I always thought, like, wasps, they have their little nest up in corners, stuff like that. And then when I saw that, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why are they coming out of the ground? Yeah. But yeah, also checking for your hummingbird feeders and bluebird houses, for sparrows. It's another thing to check on during this month. I know, hummingbirds, their feeders can sometimes, the little holes can get lodged with, all the sugars and stuff from drying out from the sugar water. But yeah, just making sure they have access to that and refilling them when needed. So, because they're definitely feeding now. So,
what about our water levels?
Water levels, from the last time I checked, they've gone down quite a bit. I know during the beginning of the month they had started to rise a little bit. The Mississippi, I believe, from the beginning of the month has dropped about 3 feet. So, I mean, it's not that much. I mean, compared to usual flooding, I mean, it's usually a lot more, but especially the Rock River, too, in Illinois, they dropped about 2.5 feet. So it's pretty close. But, you start looking on the gauges on the NOAA website, and they're all just on this downward climb right now. So it's looking good for that, and especially like fishing. So, limiting those spots where fish can hide out, hopefully make it a little better.
I know the Wapsie was quite high there for a while. Especially you head out toward Calamus and Wheatland when you go over there. Normally it's so low, but it's been up there quite a bit.
Yeah.
So our good friend, the Japanese beetle, has arrived again?
Oh, yeah. Japanese beetles, everyone loves them. Yeah, I'm sure. Especially with people with gardens, they can be a pain in the behind. But, they're starting to come from their, larval stage as well, underground where they burrow. But they're major destroyers of gardens, and it's mostly because they can just eat on anything. If they were a little more specific on what plants they eat, then they wouldn't be as bad, but since they just are generalists and eat everything, it just makes it so much worse. But and especially since plants don't really have the defenses against them yet, since they were had came from other Asian countries, transported across at some point. The plants haven't really had any time to develop a defense to the Japanese beetles or anything. So you just have all the holes in them, and they don't they can't heal that well or anything to adapt to that. Like eating of all their leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, they can be pretty hard on the plants in your garden.
So how do we counteract against this?
You could use neem oil as like a pesticide. I mean, you could also use peppermint oil. That's usually a little more nature friendly, but I mean, neem oil is pretty nature friendly as well. I mean, but it's more labeled as like a chemical. So I mean, but yeah, neem oil, I'd say use that if anything. Just mix up a little bit in like a jug or a sprayer and spray it lightly over all your plants. So yeah, it's pretty useful.
Where would you get this at? Like a hardware store, or where would you be able to get this?
Yeah, pretty much. You could try and look at some hardware stores like Ace Hardware, somewhere like that. But you could also probably just get like on Amazon. I mean, that's usually Amazon usually has most stuff like that. I mean, you can get that just shipped straight to your house, like online somewhere.
Okay.
But
and the final topic of the day: cover crops.
Yes, cover crops. They are a really good thing to get into, especially now. Now's a good time since we're getting towards the summer. It's a good beginner practice along with no-till, being able to utilize that because you're just planting seed essentially and then letting it go. It's very easy for someone to get into, compared to like all these edge of field practices. You have to have time and, manage it and making sure you have everything right with like bioreactors. Like that's if you're really getting into the nitty gritty of things and trying to be super efficient with everything. Cover crops can be really efficient and help out like majorly. So, but yeah, if you're looking to do some cover crops, you can buy seeds soon. Otherwise, we do have a cover crop program that's going to be coming up. So if you're wanting to get some free cover crop, contact me at the office. But yeah, also getting small seed cover crops planted near the first week of September. So try and get it during that time if it's a smaller seed like cereal rye.
So we're going to have you back in again on August 11th, so I'm sure we'll kind of go over that again. If people want to get in touch with you, how can they best do that, Blake?
Yeah, they can call the office at 815-772-2124 extension 3. Otherwise, we have an email, whitesidecounty.swcd@hotmail.com, and you can contact us there.
All right.
Two best ways.
Talk to you in August, and again, congratulations.
All righty, thank you.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
The Clippers-Raptors Kawhi trade is on hold right now. This has been going on for 10 months. That's what's surprising in all of this is Kawhi is probably going, I'm not going to get punished by this. Did they, give me money off the books? It certainly seems like that. Well, how long does it take to find that out? Why don't you just hire Pablo Torre and let him go in and, give you his investigative work? And in case you're wondering, and I know you are, just to give you an idea, Joan of Arc at age 17, she rallied